Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's recipe I'm going to be showing you how to make meat pie. Let me show you how I made this delicious meat pie. Keep watching. Over here are 3 kilos of all-purpose flour. I'll be using milk. Here are the veggies I'm going to be using: carrot, potatoes and onions. I'll be needing 10 eggs for this recipe, and also 3 packs of meat. As you can see, I'll be needing butter. I have 5 over there. These are my curry, blended pepper and thyme. Here is the salt, as you can see. Here are my baking powder and nutmeg. This is the seasoning powder and the seasoning cubes I'm going to be using for this recipe, and this is the vegetable oil. As you can see, my veggies are being prepared. I've washed them, sliced them. Keep watching and don't go away. After frying the onions, I added all the meat. Then I added the 4 seasoning cubes. Here is the seasoning powder I'm adding. I've just added the thyme, as you can see. After that, I will stir the meat, mix it together. Keep mixing it, keep mixing it. Keep frying it till the water will get dry. After the water dry up, I will keep frying the meat to give it a better flavor. Over here is the carrots and the diced potato. I added water. I will add a little salt because I don't want the salt to be too much. This is why I added a little. Then cover it. Now the carrot is ready. The veggies, I didn't allow it to overcook. Right now I'm mixing a little amount of flour. The flour I'm going to be using, you see the way I will use it after this part. Right now I'm mixing all the veggies and the meat together. And mix thoroughly. As you can see, I added a little pepper. This is the flour I just mixed with water. I'm using it as thickener, as a thickener. Can you see that? It's looking different now. I use that to thicken the sauce, to make it stay together. Right now we are going to be mixing the dough. We are starting with the mixing of dough. I'm using 1.5 kilo of flour. This is the nutmeg I grated. I'm adding a teaspoon of salt. Because it's 1.5, I added 1.5 teaspoon. Sorry. This is the curry powder and the baking powder. As you can see, what I did first was to add all the dry ingredients. I added the butter. Now I started mixing it until it's looking like this. When you are doing yours, make sure it's like this too. I've added the eggs. I added 4 eggs to the 1.5 kilo. Then I added a little milk. As you can see, this is the water. I'm adding it little by little. Here is the dough. As you can see, if you are mixing yours, make sure it looks like this too. Not too thick, not too light. This is the other dough I mixed. I did this with mixer, but I prefer it with hand. Just cracking the egg, and I've prepared the pan already. I'm cleaning the surface where I'm going to be flattening the dough. As you can see, it's time to flat the dough. Time to flat the dough. Keep watching. I'm cutting it with a sharp pot cover. That is the cover I have for now, and it works very well for me. So you can see, this is the process. This is where you are going to see all the step-by-step process. After flattening the dough, I cut it. After cutting, then I rub the egg. This will help the meat pie not to be opening when it's baking. Can you see that? Make sure you rub the egg around the dough, the already cut dough. Just like the way I'm doing it right now. Can you see that? Now it's time to cover. I'm using that fake as a support in order for the meat to stay together before I will close it. If not, it will open and it will be pouring out. So this is the best way to do it. Can you see that? As you can see, I am closing the meat pie, pinning it. After that, I'm just going to rub the egg. I went ahead and rubbed the egg on the meat pie to make it look very brown, like beautiful when it's done baking. After this, I'm going to be transferring the pan to the oven, and I will bake with 160 degrees, and I'll bake it for like 30 to 40 minutes. And this is it, and I'll keep repeating the process. Thanks for watching.